Good morning. Also, hello, Char. How are we doing? Hope we are doing well. I would like to apologize for being completely gone for a week. Listen, okay. I'm going crazy. That's all I gotta say. I'm also doing pretty good. I was supposed to stream on Thursday, but then I had to literally drive an hour away to get something for school from a specific store, and they did not even have it. So, that's how my Thursday went. That's why I wasn't here. It was a great time. Also, I would like to apologize because we are not playing Valorant today. We're actually playing Minecraft, but yeah, it was a great time. We do love that. For some reason, I can't change my title or category right now. I do not know why. I tried 50 friggin' times and it's not working. Yeah, it's saying stream info failed to update, go live notification failed to update. Blah 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 blah. Don't know what that means, but we're not playing Valorant. We are playing Minecraft. So sorry for the false advertisement. I want to decorate my house. We support technological improvement. Yeah, me too. Because why the fuck isn't this working? Yeah, that's what I use. Wait, what if I use the app on my phone? Which sounds so silly. Hold on. Let me try something really quick. Yeah, I always use the actual website. View dashboard. It feels illegal doing this on my phone right now. This is so odd. Or try from OBS. Wait, I didn't even know you could change it from OBS. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's the drop down thing. Cause I only have chat and activity feed in OBS itself. But I could also try that. What do I want to call it? Minecraft. I'm so creative. It's actually crazy. Good. Done. Oh, it worked. I think. Did it work or am I lying? Let's see. It's saying it updated. Oh, it did. Would you look at that? Okay, slay. Anyways. This is not going to be as long of a stream as usual. I do have to leave at 10. But I had a couple hours and I was like, you know what? Let's vibe for a bit. Ugh. Also, I haven't... No. Not again. No. Oh my god, this happened to me the other day. Every time I joined, it just fucking crashed. For no reason. And if that happens again, I might lose my mind. Please don't do this to me. Oh god. Hold on. I can update all of them, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, let me message Andrew. He always knows how to fucking fix this shit. I literally just woke up and saw you went live, so I just said fucking join. Let's go. I also just woke up. Hold on. Thing is crashing again. Hope. That's all I'm gonna say. Hold on. Because in the launcher, why does this always happen? See, this is why I need to join the server first to make sure it works before I go live. I can update everything, but last time I did that, it didn't work. See, this is what happens when you add 200 fucking mods to a server. I don't know what's going on. I want to say that I'm supposed to update it all. I might have just fucked up big time. If I did, we'll just do something else today. Because I do not want to spend the whole time doing this. Hoping and praying that this will work. And good thing is, since I use the Modrinth launcher now, it'll actually load if I'm live. It might take a bit longer than it should, but other than that, we're chilling. Unless it just never loads. That's also something that could happen. That'd be very funny. It crashed. It didn't even load. What the fuck do you mean? Are you kidding? Okay, we might have to do something else. Why does this happen to me? Oh, this is annoying. See, every time. Because there's like a bunch of mods on the server, so like they always have to update. They always have to update. And I make sure everything's like chill. Oh, it crashed. Okay, we're not playing Minecraft then. Because I do not want to spend the whole time figuring this out. What do we want to do instead? Should we do Am I the Asshole again? I had a blast with that. I love judging people. Low key. Hold on. I think we might do that. Let me get it all set up. Hello? Why does everything go wrong? All the time. It's not a stream of mine if something does not go terribly wrong. Okay, now I have to change my stream title again. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I'm having a wonderful time. What the fuck is going on? Hello? Wait, don't switch to creator mode? I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay, 1 second, and then this will be hopefully done. Why? Oh, guys, I found it. I'm so smart. I'm literally a genius. Okay, we're changing to just chatting. Okay. Am I the asshole? Because Minecraft is not working. That's what I'm changing my title to. Actually, no. That sounds kind of mean. I'm just gonna say judging people. There we go. I feel like that's pretty accurate. We're gonna do a bit of that. No, I feel like in all of these, the people have not been the asshole, except maybe like one. I actually don't remember. Okay. I didn't know there was news on here. That's crazy. You can't even see what I'm doing. Hold on. Slay! Okay. Here we are. Oh, where am I? I'm no longer here. Okay. I think we should be all set. Video game strike. Me reading the news. Okay, anyways. You have to do r/. Correct? Yes. Is it spelled out? I don't remember. Okay. Considering the 11 million members, I'm gonna say it's this one. Who's ready? I'm so excited. No, speaking of the news, this is gonna sound so bad. But, like, I keep up with the news here and there. But my favorite way of keeping up with the news is this TikTok account that announces current events in, the fish reporter from SpongeBob voice. So, every once in a while, I'll be scrolling, and it'll be that fish, and he's like, breaking news! And that's how I find out about a lot of stuff, and it's really sad. But you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's quite funny, actually. Okay, which one do we read? Me too. No, it's literally so good. Ooh. Am I the asshole for insinuating that this young lady was lying? Okay, this person's 50. So, I feel like that might be a deciding factor here. I prefer him over regular news, too much politics. No, literally, he is, like, the only unbiased news source. And he's so chill for that. Can you fucking imagine? The fucking fish reporter from SpongeBob was just, like, incredibly, like, leaning to the right or left. That'd be funny. Politics and SpongeBob? It's the Wii music. Okay. Anyways. Am I the asshole for insinuating that this young lady was lying? Oh. I, 50 female, have a son, 23 male, who is expecting a child with a young lady, 18 female. That's a red flag, to begin with. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, it's like a 5-year difference, which technically is not bad in a lot of cases, but she's only 18, so I feel like that's kind of like, woo, woo, you know? Anyways, the issue is he does not know the young lady very well and he doesn't have much interest in speaking to her at the moment, so we have a paternity test scheduled pretty soon so we can know before the baby is born. The fuck? Although my son is not interested in speaking to her, I am sure he will make a great father as he will warm up to the reality as time goes by. I met this young lady only a few weeks ago. She's 3 months along. When did she turn 18? That's what I want to know. Because there would be, like, a case. Me trying to do the math in my head. We need to know her birthday. She's had no interest in getting prenatal care, so I've scheduled an appointment for her. I offered her a ride and she made an excuse as to why she couldn't go. I then called her yesterday and said she was having pain. And she said she was having pain. So I insisted she go to the hospital. She didn't want to go, and said it was no longer bothering her and she didn't want to go without my son. However, I was already on the way, and when I came she wouldn't come outside, so I left, upset. Today she sent me a video of a sonogram and I said to her, congrats, have you texted that you're going to a doctor or whatever you have going on? Someone would not have minded being there for you. It's questionable how you were showing this today when we were only trying to help you yesterday to make sure that you and the baby were okay. She felt disrespected and took it that I was saying she was lying about being pregnant. However, I don't care how she takes it, because I didn't call her a liar and I don't know if she is. Am I the asshole for the way I approached her? I feel my message was quite polite. Don't see how I insinuated she was lying and feel she just took it the wrong way. Hold up. This is like a whole thing. 1. It did not sound like she was implying she was lying. She was just trying to be a supportive, well, not mother-in-law. Because if they're expecting a child, she didn't say if they were married. I'm assuming they're not married because he doesn't want to talk to her. Which is like, especially if they're fucking married and she's 18. But I feel like, hold up. She might have just self-reported, like in the hit game Among Us, because she didn't imply that she was lying at all. And she's like, why do you think I'm lying? So either she's a gaslighter or she literally is lying. Because that would explain why she doesn't want anybody going anywhere with her, like when it comes to child stuff. Hold on, what do people think? No, literally. Because I didn't even think she was lying until she was like, why do you think I'm lying? When there was like nothing to back that up. Interesting. Damn, what the fuck? Then how did she get an ultrasound done? Maybe she just doesn't want to go with you. You sound slightly overbearing. Slightly overbearing is crazy. Like, this is her son's future child, and she's like, yeah, I want to help her out. Who is driving a fucking motorcycle outside of my home right now? Okay, anyways. I don't even- wait, okay. Before I read this, I need my chapstick. Dude, I feel like we had a server error. I don't know what the fuck that means. Why is my computer being silly today? Anyways. Hoping this doesn't crash, because I might cry. Okay. That is such a funny line. Even from, like, the title. I'll do better on your next wedding is so funny. Okay. My brother and I are not close. Never was, and after what happened on his wedding, probably never will. Ooh, okay. I want to go to a wedding. I haven't been to a wedding. Actually, I was a flower girl when I was like 5. But that's literally it. I'm not too torn up about it, though. In my opinion, he's a spoiled, entitled man-child, and my life is better the further away we are from each other. Side note, this isn't his first marriage, it's his third. Oh, then that really makes sense. He turned 30 last August. His car has been with him longer than either of his ex-wives. Hold up, 3 marriages by 30 is crazy. I want to know the timing, like when each one was, and when the divorces were. I'm nosy. He married my newest son-in-law 2 weeks ago. Sister-in-law. Oh my god, that's why I was so confused. I like blanked out for a second. Sister-in-law. They just came back from honeymoon. The first thing they did after returning is to call me and berate me for bringing my roommate as my +1. It's a +1, he can bring whoever the fuck he wants. They didn't say anything back then because they didn't want to make a fuss at their own wedding, but they think it's super inconsiderate of me to bring a stranger. I've known my roommate since before my brother's first marriage to their wedding, and if I don't have a long-term partner, I shouldn't have brought a +1 at all. Like I said, I don't like my brother at all much to begin with, so I didn't bother arguing with him, as hearing him speak already gave me a migraine. This is so real. I simply said, "You're right, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'll keep that in mind and do better on your next wedding." I then hung up and have been ignoring my brother's calls and texts ever since. My roommate thinks it's absolutely hilarious, and so do our friends. However, most of my family has been spam calling me as well. I don't pick up either. So my guess is they don't find my responses funny. Am I the asshole? Absolutely the fuck not. That is so funny. Like, it's not your fault he got married 3 times. Also, if you've known the roommate since before the first marriage, that's had to have been several years. I don't know the marriage divorce times, but still. Yeah, I don't think you're getting invited to the next one, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, what happened to wife 1 and 2? I'm nosy as fuck. They all cheated on each other mostly, but personally, neither relationship had started off well in the first place. No, literally, I wanted to know the tea. Invitation said +1. No, literally. That's fucking crazy. Don't give him a +1 if he can't bring whoever the fuck he wants. And that is not a stranger. If they've known each other, I would have brought that up to him. I would have been like, okay, we're going stronger than you and your ex-wife. So what the fuck do you want to say to me? Am I the asshole for informing the IRS my ex and intentionally claimed her child? Oh, incorrect. What the fuck? Oh! Okay, wait. How long is this? Holy shit. I forgot what talking so much is like. Hold on. We're taking a water break. This is wonderful. Having a great time. Hold on. I don't know why my Twitch is being so silly. And I'm like scared. That's all I gotta say. Won't let me update the info. Okay, I think everything's fine though. But I always like, anytime something goes slightly wrong, I get paranoid that something's like not gonna work and I'm gonna have no idea. Like I'm just talking to myself right now. Dude, I fucking cry. Okay. The one on the side? Am I the asshole for not letting my neighbor use my dryer? What? Okay. Anyways. I wish I was good at like impressions, because I would do like these in impression voices. I feel like that'd be so funny. So my grandmother left me behind her house when she passed a couple years ago, along with some inheritance. I was living in another state going to school, so I just rented it out to some college students, since it's right next to a college town. Smart, get that fucking bag. My hometown is in a flyover state, and I live in Miami, so I honestly don't see myself going back to ever live there. The last residents moved out in August. First of all, if I was gifted a house in someone's will, like, I would low-key live there, and then I don't have to pay for, like, mortgage shit. Is there a way to zoom in? Oh, wait. You know what? There technically is. I'm gonna do this. Is this better? Hopefully you can see that better. And then I'll just change it after. No problem. Yeah, this was a lengthy one. Where was I? Oh, I finished the first paragraph. When I left to go to school, my brother was in a relationship with his long-term girlfriend. Me and her are really close. My mother wasn't into makeup or hair care / skincare, so she taught me everything I know. She stood by my brother when he was robbed and stabbed. Hold up. She stood by my brother when he was robbed and stabbed and was his caretaker during that entire period. They have 2 sons together. Oh, that's cute. It ended oh, never mind. It ended badly recently. He cheated on her with a woman that has 5 kids and is now living with her and them. He left my sister-in-law, they were common-law married, in the dust since she was a stay-at-home mom. I am her... What? I don't know what that means. On her apartment since she can't afford to make 3 times the rent. But she found a job. Oh, probably like a co-signer then, if I had to guess. But she found a job that she can afford her rent with. This was back in March. Oh, sorry. I'll keep it right here. I forgot how zoomed in it was. My brother and I got into a huge argument about the situation. He hasn't seen my nephews since he moved out, even when they go over to our mother's while my sister-in-law is at work. Yet he's playing stepdad to his girlfriend's 5 kids since none of their fathers are involved. None of their fathers? How many fathers are there? They call him dad and everything, and he recently posted about how they went to the courthouse and got married. He called me recently crying, saying their rent went up $500, and he... First of all, no matter how much of an asshole someone is, someone's rent just randomly going up $500 is fucking crazy. Like, the fact that you can do that is so sad. And he can't afford it, and he drove by my grandma's house and saw it's getting maintenance work done and is empty, so can he please live there once everything's done with his family, since otherwise he'll be homeless in his car. Might I add, we are half siblings, so my grandma that left me the house isn't his. We have the same mother and different fathers. I told him to be so This sounds like something I would say, be so serious. I told him to be so serious, and that I would never allow his so-called family to live there, and that I'm planning to sell it since the value on it is higher than ever now, and go to see his biological kids, who are his real family that he abandoned. Period. He got even more upset and said he can't believe I'd rather sell a house instead of renting to him, at a discount, mind you. And I'm evil for watching 5 kids be homeless in a car, and to stop choosing his ex over him since he's my brother and he knows I helped his ex get her apartment. So I'm a huge asshole for not helping his kids, and I'm their aunt. I hung up on him, and he's crying to our family in social media, saying I'm an evil landlord, and then I won't rent to his family. So many people are saying I'm an asshole. Am I the asshole? This one? Okay. I want to say no, but, like, I feel bad because, like, listen. When it comes to the brother and his new wife, like, you could be homeless, I don't give a fuck. There is 5 kids, though. But at the same time, you don't have to live in the house. You could find somewhere else, surely, right? Well, see, I feel bad saying that, because I wouldn't want the kids to be homeless. But the asshole parents, however. Yeah, plus if she's going to sell the house anyway. Oh, true. Maybe imagine he tried breaking in. Yeah, renting the family isn't smart. Okay. See, like, I feel bad about the kids, but at the same time, no, I don't. Well, no. Okay, that's a lie. I would feel bad about the kids, but I feel like they could definitely figure something out. I feel so bad for the fucking sister-in-law. Like, how did he just up and cheat like that? Like, randomly? Ooh. Okay. This one. Oh, look, it fits perfectly. Am I the asshole for telling my sister I can't come to her wedding because I refuse to be around her dad again? You think they are? Why do you think they are? I want to hear your, like, side of it. Okay. My sister, 22 female, is getting married. She was talking to our mom and me about her wedding, and she was saying her dad would be there. Mom and her dad were together from the time I was a baby until I was 8. Who randomly just cheats on their long-term girlfriend? That's fucked up. Oh, I thought you meant you thought the, like, poster was the asshole. That's why I was confused. No, I know. That's why I was confused too. She was like, they were together, they have 2 kids, and then he just cheated on her, and they got married to someone else. No, yeah, I was confused for a second. No, I agree with you though. That's fucking crazy. He was horrifically cruel to me for years and hated me for being mom's kid with someone else, even though he started dating a single mom. For years it was done behind my mom's back, but when I told her what was happening and she confronted him, he showed everyone around how disgusting he was to me. I thought I skipped a line for a second. He left me with a lot of issues. I had no dad and he was as close as I had, and he made it very clear he would never want to be... my anything dad. Mom divorced him and there was a custody dispute because mom didn't want him turning my sister against me. My sister saw her dad every other weekend, but she also needed to be in therapy for years because the court agreed there was a risk he would try to poison our relationship. He also needed to stay far away from me. The last time I saw him I was 14 and he showed up to pick up my sister when he wasn't supposed to, and I was home alone for a couple hours. He was just as cruel to me at the door that time as he was when he was married to my mom. He accused me of destroying my sister's family and being poisoned. When mom came home with my sister, they found me crying and distraught and struggling. I have had extensive therapy from the age of 8. It hasn't been ongoing every week since I was 8, but I needed a lot of help and still have some hang-ups from everything. I cannot be around that man. Understandable. The fuck? But my sister loves her dad and wants him there. So after she told us about this, and I know the wedding is happening in March, I told my sister that I could not go. She begged me not to do that and that she could just keep me away from her dad, or maybe she could even get him to apologize. I told her that he destroyed me and I cannot be around him again. She asked me to love her more than I hate her dad. I said it's not even hate, it's trauma. He tormented a little girl for simply not being his when he married mom knowing she had me. I told her that the man used to wish a child dead for simply existing in a way he didn't like. Mom told my sister that she needed to respect the fact her dad had done so much harm and it was not something I could just get over. My sister cried that she loves me and her dad and she doesn't want to have one not be there on her big day. Mom said if I was a minor, she would have made the choice for me and would have done the same thing. My sister got mad and started to say I needed to let it go and why can't I just accept she loves him? Am I an asshole? Absolutely not. Like, the sister was chill about it until she got mad. And the fact that the mother agrees, I just don't get why the sister even talks to him if he's like fucking psychotic. If she needed therapy because of him, I'm surprised that they're like still talking. Also, you can't like let trauma go. So for the sister to be like, hey, just forget about it. Forget about it. It's like saying, oh, like you're allergic to fucking dairy? Just drink milk. Just be fine after. Yeah, I agree. Definitely not. You need to look after yourself over a wedding. Literally. Even if like a wedding's like a big day, being sane and like comfortable is very important also. Like, it's a shame you can't go, but I would do the same thing. Also, yeah, the getting to apologize, I was like, interesting. Yeah, everyone's agreeing, actually. I cannot be around the man. That's all she needs to listen to. Well, clearly she ain't listening good enough. Yeah, at least the mother's on her side. Considering she was with him for like 8 years, I feel like it's kind of obvious then that she would like know more than anyone the type of person he is. Oh my god, play free this week for over $200,000. Not again. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, this was on the phone. My daughter got pregnant the second year into college. It was not a good time. My husband and I stepped up so she could finish college, which she did. She just graduated and just got a job. The problem is at the moment she cannot afford childcare or rent since her job kinda sucks. We were hoping she would be moving out by the end of the year. She told us today that she's pregnant again. When she told us, I said, not again. She asked if I was happy for her and I told her no. That we will not look after another kid and we already wanted her to find her own place by the end of the year or next summer at the latest. She's pissed at us and we got into an argument. She thinks we are assholes. Well, okay, this one's interesting. I feel like this person is not the asshole, but the way they said that is kind of like interesting, you know? No, because like, if you know you can't afford to care for one child, why have another? Unless, like, it could have been an accident, but from the way she's saying it, it doesn't sound like it was an accident. Like, make sure you're financially stable before you have a child, you know? Is the girl familiar with birth control? Your daughter is my sister. What? What fucking crossover is this? That's crazy. This sentence. I got pregnant in college too and I could not afford or care for a baby, so I got an abortion. You're welcome, America. That's such a... I did not expect to see that sentence there. Yeah, I feel like she's not the asshole. Plus, they gave her a far in advance warning, like, you can't live here anymore. Also, she could probably get, like, a better paying job, I'm sure. Holy shit. I can already tell from this that it's gonna be a good one. Okay. I don't know what poo mode is, but this must be really bad. We had new neighbors move in a while ago. Up until this point, I had no issues with them. Young couple, no kids, large dog that barks no more or less than any other dog. About a week ago, they started painting the fence between our properties. I happen to know the fence is on my property, so they had no right to paint it. Bruh. I went back and forth on whether I should say or do anything. At first I thought maybe it wasn't such a big deal. They were only painting one side facing their lawn. However, as it turned out, they were doing that in preparation for painting their house pink. The rest of the house in this neighborhood are regular house colors. Gray, white, tan. It looks god-awful. Well, good thing it's not your fucking house. This just didn't sit well with me, so I went over and told them that the fence they painted is actually my fence on my property. They were slack-jawed and mumbled, okay, and so I said, you're going to fix it, right? They said they didn't know how, and asked if it was really that big a deal. I told them fine, why not just let me come on their property and mess around with their things. Then they asked me why I didn't say something before they were finished, and I told them that it isn't my job to do their research for them. That they should have known better when they got the land survey done at inspection. They said they waived inspection, which again, it's not my fault. I asked how they could fix this and keep the fence the color they'd chosen, as it would mean one side of the fence wouldn't match the others. I said, tough shit, it's not my problem. I told them that I would be kind and give them the weekend to fix the fence. Am I the asshole? Absolutely. Like, did you seriously think you wouldn't be the asshole? That is insane. Like, it just, this one kind of baffles me. Okay. You were debating on saying something. First of all, if they're currently painting the house, or the fence, if the fence is getting painted on their side of their property, then yeah, he's an asshole. Well, technically, the fence is the poster's property, like the entire fence. Like, even so, you saw them painting it for a while, so why the fuck did you not say anything? You're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna say something, and then they paint their house pink, and you're like, I'm actually gonna say something now. Because they painted their house, their property, the way they wanted. Like, even if they painted your property, they didn't know. They were unaware of it. You knew. And you just did not tell them until they were done. That's so fucked up. This person is definitely, like, old and miserable. No, literally, why didn't they tell them? This is crazy. You sound like a terrible neighbor. This is crazy. I bet they didn't expect this. That's crazy. Wait, what's their name? Best Impressed. I think they're allowed to paint the fence only on the side facing their property. What? You know what? Maybe he's even more of an expert. Because he says both sides of the fence, like the entire fence is on his property. Maybe he's lying. I feel like it makes sense to paint the part on your side. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be nice and give you the weekend to do it. That is so crazy. I feel like that's one of the first ones where the poster was actually the asshole. Taking my nephew to class with me. Okay. I remember seeing the similar situation on Judge Judy. I've never seen Judge Judy. Like, I've seen her. Like, I know what she looks like, but I've never seen this show. I feel like it's so odd to me. Like, is she actually a judge? Like, why'd they make a show about her specifically? Okay. Am I the asshole for taking my nephew to class with me? I, 19, just had my nephew, 5, for a week while my sister and brother-in-law took care of a family emergency. It was very last minute. They called and asked if I could keep him, and he was at my apartment an hour and a half later. They're an hour away from me. I'm a full-time college student, and I work at a daycare part-time. I couldn't drive him to his school and pick him up because of the distance, so I emailed all my professors and my boss and asked if he could come to class/work with me. They were all okay with it. When I took him to class, he had an iPad and headphones, a little Lego set, and coloring books and crayons. He sat quietly in the back of class every day. He was also great at my work. The problem is, now I have people in a few of my classes upset that I brought him. They're all saying it's distracting and I should have gotten a babysitter instead of taking him with me. What the fuck? None of my professors had a problem with it. Some even complimented me on how well behaved he was, but I wanted to know if I was an asshole. No. How's he distracting? If he's in the back of class with a fucking iPad, how distracting is that? If he was, like, crying constantly, like, fucking moving shit around, I'd be like, yeah, this kid is annoying as fuck. But if the professors are all saying, like, he's well-behaved, that makes no sense. No, literally, how is he distracting the other kids? Hold on, and I quote, some even complimented me on how well-behaved he was. So why do some of the students have a problem with it? That's interesting. It'd be distracting in class to have a little one playing and making noise, but given it was an emergency, I would cut you some slack. Also, yeah, it was an emergency also. Unless the poster is leaving out some information. No, literally. He wasn't even making noises. The vast majority of the time he was coloring or watching Bluey, Paw Patrol, or Encanto. Yeah, plus, it sounded like it was only for a couple days. I feel like not the asshole at all. College students are just stupid. Damn. Okay, hold on. We're gonna read both of these. They're both wedding ones. I feel like the wedding ones are very interesting. Hold on, we're taking another water break, though. Listen, I love yapping as much as the next person, but this is a lot. Anyways. My wedding is coming up. Oh, wait. Am I the asshole for calling my mom out for not being fully honest about the reason she wants her husband to walk me down the aisle at my wedding? Oh, no. My wedding is coming up and my mom has been campaigning hard for her husband, my stepdad, to be the person to walk me down the aisle. I already asked my paternal grandparents. My mom knew I was going to ask them and knew one I had, but she has not given up on the desire for me to ask her husband. The other day she told me that it would make the most sense and she feels like he is the correct and most worthy person to walk me down the aisle. I called her out on that and she said she should be more honest about why she wants him. The reason, I know, is because she knows her husband and my dad hated each other, and she believes I should have been loyal to her husband over my dad. She especially believes I should have given all the loyalty I had to my dad to her husband after I lost my dad at the age of 7. Alright, I gotta go have a Christmas. Goodbye, thank you for hanging out. You have a good day. Hope you have fun, whatever you're doing. I'm gonna have fun judging people, personally. Oh my god, I feel like I'm getting sick, but I know it's just because I'm talking too much. Hold on 1 second. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. I wanted to cough to see if that helped, and I don't think it did. Okay, it's fine. I didn't lose my voice. It's okay. I was supposed to go to Adventureland today, but it's raining. Dude, I haven't been to Adventureland in so long. Oh my gosh. I used to go all the time when I was a kid. Not the rain, though. That's so sad. It's been raining a lot. Like, this whole summer, I feel like it's rained half the days. It's so sad. Oh, background. My parents... I don't know if it's happening since my college is doing an event there. Ooh, an Adventureland event? What the fuck? Not sure my college does cool events, but I just don't pay attention to them. I go to class and I go home. That's it. And getting in for free? Didn't that shit used to be like $30 or something? And that was back when I was a kid. So that's probably even worse than it would be today. Oh my gosh. Fun fact, I actually lost one of my front teeth on an Adventureland roller coaster. It was a baby tooth though. So like my adult ones are there, but it's still 30 something. I feel like, I don't know, as a kid I was like, oh, that's not bad. But then again, I was like 5. Oh yeah, but I went on, oh yeah, it was wonderful. Which one was it? I don't remember the name. I feel like it was blue. Unless there's none that are blue. I don't know. I was on some roller coaster. I literally just hit the height requirement. Like, I was just tall enough. And I was like, bitch, I'm gonna go on this. Let's go. So my sister and I go. And there was like a jerk. And I was like a child, right? So my whole body just like flails forward. I smack my face onto like the metal bar in front of me and my tooth falls out. I caught it though. Like I caught the tooth. But there was no help in it. It was gone. But if at least it wasn't an adult tooth. They're here. Thank God. Okay, wait. Where the fuck was I again? Oh, background. My parents broke up, never married. My mom got married to her husband when I was 2. My dad and her husband hated each other. I was always aware of the fact, but it became especially bitter for me when I was 6 and my dad was diagnosed with cancer. I don't remember a lot from that time, but I do remember my mom's husband showing up to see my dad when he was in the hospital, and I remember him yelling at my dad. I know prior to that the two were as bad as each other and the animosity was mutual. When my dad died, I didn't automatically start to care more or feel closer to her husband. He did try, and I think part of his hatred for my dad was I was such a daddy's girl and never looked at him being in my life as having to. I spent equal time with both my parents when my dad was alive. Yeah, at least it was a baby tooth. Bye. I never got closer to my mom's husband. He was my mom's husband and my half-sibling's dad, but even though I didn't remember a time where I didn't know him, I never saw him as my dad. He always hated my dad too. I heard him grumble about him over the years. Even saw him spit near a photo of my dad once. That's crazy. The dead father? Eventually he gave up trying and decided I wasn't worth his time, which I felt was better for everyone. But my mom hates it. She hates that he's just her husband and I haven't embraced him as my dad. One time she said it can be so hurtful to lose a dead man and be rejected in favor of a dead man. I asked what she meant by that. And she told me I never picked her husband over my dad, and I never let him feel like he won against him in one thing. I told her he had. He was still alive, while my dad was gone. I think my mom still wants that way for her husband, especially when his hatred for my dad still burns strong. I believe my paternal grandparents are the right people to walk me. I've been close to them my entire life. My mom is mad that I called her out and tried to make her be honest. She said she was not lying and I was being rude. Am I the asshole? Damn. That's what happens when you stream right when you wake up. Fucking yawning still. And I feel like 8 isn't even that early. Okay, anyways. No. Not the asshole. Absolutely not. You have good reason. It's your wedding. 1. Okay, there's multiple factors here. 1, it's your wedding. 2, you are closer to your grandparents than you ever have been to your father. And 3, I feel like the mother just wants you to walk her husband down as like a gotcha moment for your dead fucking father. Like, he's not even gonna see that shit, so like, what's the big deal? That's crazy. No, literally, you've never seen him as your father. I wouldn't I wouldn't even try to keep the peace and be like, fine, I'll do it. Because he knows I don't want him there. I know I don't want him there. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, spits near a photo of the dead father is crazy. Not the asshole at all, in my opinion. Am I the asshole for telling my son it's absurd that he thinks we will be at his wedding? Dude, okay. I fucking love, if I see wedding in the title of an Am I the Asshole, I know that shit's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be great. Make this clear. We didn't think it would be in Oh, it's in France. Well, where are they from? I feel like that's a good decider. Make this clear. We didn't think it would be in France, since he changed wedding ideas so many times. Also, we thought it would be 2024 fall. January came out of nowhere. Oh, instead of being in fall. It's coming in January. And in France. Alright. This is about my oldest. He has always wanted to travel the world, and he just told us that he will have his wedding in France. We thought he was joking when it first happened, because he has said so many destinations at this point. I also thought it would be in a year at least, but the invites came today. It is in 4 months in France. He is looking to do a mini trip and apparently was able to book a small church in France for the whole thing. I told him it is absurd that he thinks we would be able to go. I don't have the PTO. I already used most of it this year. Our youngest are in school. We don't have the money to have 5, wife and 3 minor kids, people taking plane trips to France, and I don't think my wife even has a passport. We got in a huge argument about it, so I want to know if we are being jerks. I don't think so. I'm gonna say he's an asshole. Like, let's say it was in France, but it was in fall of next year, like he originally said. They would have plenty of time to, like, figure something out if they wanted to go. But if you're gonna have it be in 4 fucking months, that's crazy. Yeah, also, if you're gonna have a wedding, like, in a different country, I'm assuming, I want to say they're in the United States. First of all, I want to go to France so bad. While we're here, let me just say that. Just want to put that out there. Dude, now I really want to go to France. I don't think I'd get married in France, though. I would definitely get married somewhere where, like, people can easily go. Also, I do not want a big wedding. I just want it to be, like, chill. Even though it's, like, a huge day or whatever the fuck, I'd want it to be chill. Okay, anyways. That's crazy. Hold on. Low-key, that's a really long one. And I don't want to read it. Oh? Okay. Am I the asshole for not wanting to help out with my sister's future children? I, 25... I don't know their gender. I, 25, have made the decision years ago that I won't have any children. It doesn't interest me. I don't have the instinct for it, and really, I just don't wanna. To clarify, I don't hate them or anything. Children are a lot of work and responsibility, and I just don't see myself in anything even adjacent to that sort of position. That is fuck. Well, water time. Anyways, now my sister. Ooh. She does not have any children as of now, but she hopes to at some point. She struggles with some personal things that would make raising children difficult, and she informally asked if I'd ever help her out with her potential children. I said no, with the reasoning I explained before. I feel like if it's her decision to have children, despite me being blood related, that has nothing to do with me, and I shouldn't be obligated to look out for them. I know family is important and all, but my viewpoint really hurt her, and I feel like when/if she does have children, I'm going to be pressured into helping out with them, even though it would sacrifice my own peace. Not the asshole. She knows you don't want kids. You know you don't want kids. And it's gonna be her kids. Like, if there's an emergency, like, okay, I'm putting myself in the shoes of the poster. Because I don't picture myself ever wanting kids. Maybe it'll change, who fucking knows, I don't know. But, okay, me, I'm here. I don't want kids. My sister wants kids. She has them. She asks me to take care of them all the time. I'd, like, depending on the circumstances, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But, like, before she even has a kid, if she's like, you're gonna be helping out a lot, right? Bitch, no. Have the father help out. Like, what the fuck do you mean? That's not your job. It's not your responsibility. Nope. Fact, this meal costs less than your cup of coffee. Why does it have 5 upvotes? Who's upvoting that shit? It's all 5 employees for this company. There's another letter here. Oh, here. Am I the asshole? Here, I'm gonna assume. Pause. Okay. I haven't even read it yet, but this is interesting. Am I the asshole for not letting my husband have groomsmen at our wedding? I don't think I've seen a wedding without him, so I want to hear the reasoning for this. Okay. My fiance, 29 male, and I, 27 female, are getting married in about a year, after almost 8 years together. All of the wedding planning has gone great so far, until a couple of weeks ago. We are both fairly frugal. That's an interesting sentence, fairly frugal. So we plan to cut excess wedding expenses as much as possible. About 2 weeks ago, my fiance came downstairs after talking on the phone with his older sister and told me how excited she was to be a bridesmaid. I hadn't asked her to be my bridesmaid, and I'm not planning on having any bridesmaids or a maid of honor, so I assumed they were referring to another friend of hers or something. Slowly, I realized that she had been talking about our wedding. I quickly corrected my fiance, explaining that she wasn't going to be my bridesmaid since I wasn't having any. He got upset, which is out of character, and said I was being silly. He told me that it would be weird for me to not have any bridesmaids, mean to his sister to be let out of the ceremony, and unfair because he was planning on having 9 groomsmen. The first I heard of this. First of all, y'all need to communicate. What the fuck is going on? I countered with my reasoning, explaining that I'm trying to save money by not having bridesmaids, and more importantly, I do not have enough friends to be bridesmaids. The only people I could think of would be my sister and his. And having 2 bridesmaids that were from our families would make me look sad. We took a break on the argument for the rest of the evening, but it came back up the next morning. He argued that it's his sister, and if he wants her in the wedding, she should be in it. I agreed and said she could be part of his wedding party if he wanted. I don't have any brothers, so it's not like my sibling is one of the groomsmen. He then continued to point out that it would be weird for him to have groomsmen when I don't have anyone on my side of the aisle. He said that to not make it look weird, he has to give up his groomsmen. I was diagnosed with a form of high-functioning autism as a child, so I've never been the best at picking up on social cues, and whenever I've started to make friends, they never stick around. I also lived by myself in college and never joined sororities or clubs. I don't have contact with anyone I knew from high school. I'm not close with my colleagues, who are much older than me, and my free time is spent volunteering at the dog shelter, going to the gym, or working on my online masters. He knows my lack of friends is something I'm self-conscious/sad about, so I don't know why he's trying to make it such a big deal about it for our wedding. I spoke with my sister, who agrees with me and gets where I'm coming from, and I know his sister would understand too. I don't feel like I'm stopping him from having groomsmen if he wants, but he keeps... The title literally says, not letting my husband have groomsmen, though. He keeps saying that I am, and I either need to hire professional bridesmaids, which I can't afford, or get over myself and finally go make friends. Pause. That last sentence is crazy. Low-key, I was, like, neutral, but saying get over myself and finally go make friends to someone with autism who has problems with social cues is actually fucking insane. This is an interesting one, though. I really don't know how to feel about this, because, like... Hold on. How long have they been planning this wedding for? Oh, all of the wedding planning has gone great so far. How did you not know? Well, how did the future husband not know that the future wife did not want any, like, bridesmaids or groomsmen? That's insane. Like, how did you not communicate that earlier? That's so odd. Also, I feel like a good solution here, as she said, the only 2 bridesmaids she pictures are her sister and his sister. Maybe he can choose, like, 2 groomsmen so it's even or something? That would be interesting, but, like, what the fuck? Yeah, also 9 groomsmen is a bit much. It's just so odd. Interesting. Oh, okay, wait, this actually changes a lot. So she... What is that microphone? Does that mean, like, she's the poster? Several times, while discussing wedding planning, she mentioned it. That changes a lot. Then I'd say she's not the asshole. If he thought she was kidding... Really? Okay. Ooh. I like when it has, like, the pre-selected things, and I really like it when it says asshole, because I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna have a good time with this. Hold on, r/vegan. Vegan wedding is so unreasonable. So true. Whatever that means. Anyways. Am I the asshole for not cooking for my wife while cooking for my daughter? I'm a stay-at-home dad, mostly because my work doesn't need me to work more than a few hours a week to earn a living. That's crazy. What the fuck do you do for a job? And are you hiring? So I used to pack food for my wife and daughter since I usually cooked large amounts of food for myself as meal prep for the week and made differently sized portions for each of. I usually cook something low calorie since it's what I need to eat to achieve my goals at the gym, but my wife has been pestering me to cook some more unhealthy. I've tried cooking 2 separate things, one for myself and my daughter, and one for her. I realized after a week that it was just unsustainable to cook 6 separate meals every day while doing the rest of the household chores and still having time left over to go to the gym and enjoy my hobbies. I told my wife if she wanted to eat something different than us, she could go cook for herself or go eat out. She complained that it was unfair that I wouldn't cook for her, even though I stayed home all day. I told her if she wanted me to cook for her every day, she could pick up some chores around the house so that I would have time to do it. So am I the asshole? Low-key, I want to say yes also. But I don't feel as, like, strongly about this as I thought I would. Because, like... Okay, he stays at home. But he does, like, he has a job that he doesn't go do that much. And he goes to the gym and stuff. But, like, if you're spending all this time doing meal preps, can't you, like, do 2 things at the same time? I don't know. I want to see what other people have to say. Yeah, I feel like a soft. A child should not be on a low-calorie diet. That's fair. The goal should be cooking foods your family will enjoy and then control your meals to meet your goals at the gym. How hard is it to make chicken parm pasta and garlic bread for your family and just throw a plain piece of chicken on a salad for yourself? Yum. That was an interesting one. I feel like it's a you're the asshole moment, but not as, like, strongly as I thought. Like, in a way, I see where he's coming from, but also get over yourself. Respectfully, you know? I'm not reading all that. Okay, so sorry. Not doing that. Absolutely the fuck not. Ooh, wait, okay, this is gonna be an interesting one because I've seen, like, videos before on TikTok of people who... Pause. Okay, I just got an email. I'm gonna talk about it in a second. First, I've seen TikToks of people who, like, clean random graves. Like, there's some person who, like, looks up the backstories of people's graves and, like, cleans them and, like, says the story of their life in the background. I think it's pretty snazzy. But speaking of TikTok, I caved. I really caved. Okay, so... I've been wanting wireless headphones for a minute. But I don't know shit about headphones. Like, what are the good brands? Whatever the fuck. Right? So, I bought a pair for $4 on the TikTok shop. Was it a mistake? We're gonna find out. I ordered it literally last night at like 11 p.m. and I just got an email that it shipped. Which is crazy. Like, what the fuck? I also got a shirt. And I don't know if it's going to be good quality, but we shall see. Anywho, okay. Continuing on. To keep it short and simple, I went down to the graveyard my grandpa is buried at yesterday to clean up his grave. When I got to my gram's grave, someone had already tidied it up, so I thought I'd clean up the grave most in need of it. I found the grave of a 4-year-old, covered in leaves and weeds, and cleaned it up. I spent about an hour on it, and when I was right about done, an older couple came up to me and asked what I was doing. I told them I was cleaning up the grave because someone had done it for my grandpa. As soon as... What? This sentence, I feel like they meant to put said in there. As soon as I said it was because my grandpa's grave had been cleaned up, they started talking about how I didn't know whether the weeds and dead leaves scattered around the grave was on purpose or not, and they told me to leave. I kept working as they talked smack, and then I drove off. So I'm pretty sure I'm not, but am I the asshole? Was it... Okay. This older couple, did they personally know the 4-year-old? Like, pause. Edit. Okay. Ooh, there's an update. Since I think there's some confusion about what I did to the grave, I removed dead leaves, some thin leaves thrown about, wild grass, and a weed called a... I'm not even gonna try. The child was buried 37 years ago, and in Denmark, you can pay for 30 years at a time with the care of the grave. Most likely, the family paid the 30 years, and then the grave was left unattended. Pictures for context. I feel like not the asshole. No, literally. Also... Okay, so it was just random people. Then you're absolutely not the asshole. I was gonna say, because, like, if the couple knew this fucking 4-year-old, you should clean it. That's, like, a sign of respect. If you're just gonna let the weeds grow and say it's on purpose, okay. Weirdo. That's insane. I feel like it's very respectful to clean graves, depending on who is buried there. Like, oh my gosh, her school once, when I was in high school, we had to go to the local cemetery. I don't even remember what fucking class it was for, because it really does not make sense for any classes I took. But everyone had to, like, clean a grave. And in my head, I was like, what if the person whose grave I'm cleaning literally killed 20 people and then drove a plane into a cliff? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? But then I was thinking about it, because like, I had to do it anyway. But, like, I like how they chose the grave of a 4-year-old. Because what crimes is a 4-year-old committing before they die? You know? So that's, like, a good choice, because it's like, they probably did not do anything very bad. It's a child. They died very soon. Like, that's respectful. Like, damn. But, hold on. Benefits a very low dose of ketamine. Okay. Low key. If it says asshole, we gotta read it. Who is being loud as fuck downstairs? Anyways, am I the asshole for not letting my former stepdaughter go homeless? My first husband and I divorced amicably about 10 years ago. I've since remarried and have 2 sons, 14 and 8. When I divorced my first husband, I made it clear that I was no longer interested in co-parenting his daughter, Lindsay, 23. Okay, so he already had this daughter. I'm assuming it's not hers. Lindsay's mother wasn't in the picture, but I was only in her life for a few years at that point, so it was not like she was losing a mother figure. I still talk to her occasionally and send her birthday gifts here and there. Lindsay is a bit of a wild child. She has had some problems with the law and overall is unmotivated to do anything meaningful with her life. My ex and Lindsay, as of recently, are no longer on speaking terms. Lindsay came to me because I guess she had nowhere else to go. She asked if she could stay with me for a while until she was back on her feet. I ended up saying yes, because I couldn't imagine her surviving in the alternative. Okay. Based off this first sentence, does not sound like the asshole at all. This is interesting. Also, if she was 23 when you're like, I'm not gonna co-parent her, she's an adult, you know? That was 2 months ago. Oh god. Lindsay still hasn't moved out or found a job, but she does do chores around the house and help the kids with their homework. My kids have started to connect with Lindsay a bit. My husband, however, is not exactly okay with her presence. A few days ago, he asked me why she was still here. I informed him once again of her situation, but he did not seem to care. He told me he did not want a criminal around his influential children. Lindsay has had a few addictions, but I'm sure she wouldn't do it in front of the kids. I tried to explain to my husband about second chances, but he wasn't having it. He called me a doormat. Yo, that's a good one, low-key. I need to start using that. He called me a doormat and said he wanted Lindsay out of the house in the next 2 weeks. Additionally, my ex is not exactly happy about Lindsay staying with me. He thinks that I'm ruining her by not letting her learn life lessons. My husband is weaponizing this and telling me that I should stop telling other people how to parent. I don't think she's the asshole. I'm surprised that, like, the title says asshole. Unless I, like, glazed over something. trying to read through it again to find something that makes her the asshole. Okay. Lindsay has had a few addictions, but I'm sure that she wouldn't do it in front of the kids. Has had, which means they're currently over. For secret measure, or extra measure, I mean, I would definitely, like, maybe if she wasn't home or something, I would, like, check wherever her room is and make sure she does not have drugs. Because if she had drugs, I'd kick her the fuck out. Because there's kids around. You don't want them getting into that. But other than that, like, I feel like she's not the asshole. She's making no effort to find a job or somewhere to live. She will be here this time next year. Your husband and kids may not be, though. The fuck? Okay, wait. Here's something to consider, though. Is she looking for a job? I mean, if she does chores around the house and helps the kids with their homework, that's very good. If she's not looking for a job, though, and it's just, like, mooching off of you, then I would say, you're not the asshole. But, like, you're definitely letting her, what's the word? Like, walk all over you. Oh, she didn't even discuss it with the husband? I thought the husband was just mad because, like, she was there for too long or something. Interesting. This is how I know you haven't looked for a job in the last 3 years. Yeah, like, I have a few jobs currently, but, like, I feel like it's definitely difficult to find them based off of what I've heard from other people. Interesting. I'm surprised. Damn, everyone's calling her the asshole. Here's the thing. I feel like she's doing what she thinks is right, but it's like harming other people in the process, you know? Like she's helping one person at the expense of someone else. Okay, wait, I want to see another Am I the Asshole one. Let's scroll. I'm gonna scroll until it has like the pre-selected thing. Ooh. Throwaway and fake names. Okay. Am I the asshole for bringing my new- I need to like start saying this like the fucking TikTok girl. You know the one who has a podcast where she just reads these? I need to do that. Anyways. Am I the asshole for bringing my new girlfriend to my friend's wedding? My 28 male friend Josh, 28 male, got married to his partner, 7 years Emily, 27 female, this past weekend. On the invitation, it was stated that a +1 was allowed. I've been single for most of the time, but 1 month ago I got with a girl, Chrissy, 28 female, who I've known for years. Chrissy used to date Josh. That's a good detail to mention. Chrissy used to date Josh on and off in high school and early college until Josh broke off things with her and got with Emily. Due to different circumstances, Josh doesn't even want to hear about Christy. Well, like, how did they break up? I want to know that. I thought that after so many years have passed and we've all matured and grown, there would be no issues. He hasn't talked to her in 7 years, but I've kept in minimal contact to the point we reconnected as friends a few months ago, and then we started dating. Assuming there was no issue since Chrissy seemed chill with being invited as my +1, I brought her. I didn't think I'd have to notify anyone for this. You know what, I'm gonna hold all of my thoughts until the end, because I have some thoughts. Emily and Josh didn't see her at first, but Emily spotted Chrissy once the ceremony was over and she froze. I could tell she was mad, but was trying to play it cool because of the wedding. I knew it would be an issue. But before I even arrived at the reception venue, Josh called me while I was parking and told me what the hell was I thinking and that Chrissy needs to go home now. I tried to reason with him, saying he can't just send Chrissy home because our house is more than an hour drive from the venue. I tried to reason with him, explaining how it's been 7 years. If he's mature and really over her, he'll be okay with me bringing her. After all, he just got married. He can't be mad I brought his ex from over 7 years ago. He started screaming at me about how it's the principal, you asshole. It's funny. It's the principal, you asshole. The principal. Oh, direct quote we've got here. I'm over her, of course. That doesn't mean you can't just bring her around. It's the principal. Emily is upset because of you and her. Send her home now. I ended up calling Chrissy an Uber, which I paid for. Chrissy was mad at me for giving up so easily and also thinks I'm a weak I'm a weak asshole. Low-key, I do think he's the asshole here. Okay. I understand where he's coming from in a way, but the main issue I have with this motherfucker, fucking oh wait, no, it's not Josh. I want to know this guy's name. We're gonna call him Michael. Michael here. Didn't even, okay. They dated 7 years ago. Whenever they broke up. He broke up with her too. But he doesn't even want to hear about her. So I want to know how they fucking broke up because I'm nosy as shit. But other than that, even if she seemed chill, he should have notified him. 100%. He 100% should have notified him. I personally think. Like, even if you started dating her, I definitely would have told him that you wanted to bring her. That's crazy. Your title is disingenuous. It should be Am I the Asshole for Bringing My Friend's Ex-Girlfriend to His Own Wedding? No, why didn't you tell him? I feel like common courtesy. It's the bare minimum, honestly. That's crazy. Hold on, I want to see more asshole ones. Am I the asshole for what I said to a child on the street? Oh, this is gonna be good, isn't it? Man, I'm fucking tired. Yeah, I should have gotten coffee. Dude, I swear to God, like, if I showed my face, I would do, like, a coffee stream. Like, where well, I know you can't really do driving streams legally unless someone else is with you reading chat. But, like, I would low-key fuck that up. Maybe one day. Actually, we'll see. Maybe eventually. Okay. Anyways. Am I the asshole for what I said to a child on the street? Probably. I'm just kidding. Would really love some opinions on this. Oh, I've got opinions, and I will share them. Recently, myself, 29 male, and my fiance, 31 female, were out in the town to grab some drinks after work. We were in a super built-up area, and there were a lot of people on the street. As we were walking, a lady with her 2 kids, probably no older than 6, started walking up. Both kids were running along in front of her, and one of them almost ran right into my chest. She basically stopped herself just in time, and it was really jarring and sudden. I was definitely taken aback and a little frustrated, and said, "You watch where you're going." I want to clarify that I didn't yell or cuss, but I was irritated. As we walked away, their mom yelled after me, "Oh, for God's sake, it's a child." And my fiance looked at me in shock and didn't say much for a while afterwards. Nothing else went on, we just kept walking and it didn't escalate into anything else. When we got home, it wasn't discussed, but a few days later, my fiance came to me and seemed embarrassed about what had happened. I tried to tell her not to be upset because it wasn't to do with her. Her reaction was something I hadn't expected. Admittedly, I've got a short temper, so I tend to snap at people sometimes, but I don't want to be an ass. My fiance agreed that the lady's kids had been running somewhat out of control and probably should have been stopped by their mom, but she seems to feel embarrassed and guilty about it, whereas I wouldn't have given it much of a second thought in all honesty. What do you guys think? Was I in the wrong to have said what I did? Okay. Oh, dog reveal. I'm surprised they haven't been barking more. W for them. Okay. Contrary to popular belief? Okay. Here's... Man. Okay. Reading this story right here. I want to say not the asshole, but I'm gonna say asshole because he says he didn't yell or cuss. Also, like, if kids are running around, you need to control them. I'd get pissed off too. I wouldn't say anything to them personally. But, like, see, this is hard. Reading this story, like, as it's described, I would say not the asshole, but if the wife was embarrassed... Okay. Fiance, sorry. Fiance. Fiance. Okay. I feel like if even your fiance is embarrassed by the way you behaved, and the mother yelled at you for how you talked to their kid, I don't think it was just a little like, oh, I was just irritated. He must have done, like, I feel like he might have yelled, and he's just not telling us, if that makes sense. No, literally, but your significant other being embarrassed because of your temper in public isn't a good look. Literally, that's what makes me think he freaked out more than he's letting on. Like, I personally wouldn't yell at a child who bumped into me. I'd fucking look at him and be like, what the fuck in my head? But I wouldn't say anything out loud. You know? How does a 6-year-old run to your chest? How tall are you? Seems you are either extremely fragile or a grumpy, unpleasant sort of a guy. That's funny. No, I want to say that asshole because, like, even if he's like, oh, I didn't even, like, react that bad, if your fiance is embarrassed by the way you behaved, that is really saying something about you, buddy. I hate to say it. Actually, I love to say it. Sorry about it. That's a really long one. I don't like the really long ones. I like the short ones. Bruh. Oh my god. These ones seem so interesting. I just don't want to read the, like, really long ones. Because I have to go soon. And I don't want to, like, you know, I want to get as many done as possible. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Turbulent Bake. I'm an asshole for not joining the team building because I couldn't afford it. Oh. I've just gotten this job a month ago, and we've had our first paycheck last Friday. We've made plans before this paycheck that we're going to eat somewhere after we receive our first paycheck, and I agreed to the idea. To cut the story short, gotten my first paycheck, but it wasn't enough to cover all the bills and debt I've collected during my jobless period. To be frank, I don't know how I would afford to eat for a month. Now, they're giving me cold shoulders even when I try to explain my situation. Someone has offered to treat me, but I feel like I shouldn't accept it. So I'm kind of feeling like an asshole. No, I don't think- okay. I do not think this person's an asshole. I don't know what team building is. Like, does that mean just, like, hanging out with, like, your new coworkers? Because you said they were going out to eat, right? Yeah. If none of your coworkers or your team, if none of them realize that you cannot afford to live and that you're not gonna go because you need to pay your bills and they're mad at you, they're fucking insane. And, like, personally, if I was in this situation, even if someone offered to, like, pay for me, I'd feel so bad, you know? And I would probably want to decline, too. I don't know. Yeah, see? You're the asshole for not taking up your colleagues or friends, not clearing your post, offer to treat you. I kind of don't agree with that. Like, knowing me, like, personally, I fucking hate, like, I get kind gestures and stuff, but I don't know, like, if someone, like, let's say I go out for coffee with someone, and, like, we use their card, and they don't let me pay them back, it's like, fuck you. Well, respectfully. Like, not in a bad way, but I'm like, no, like, I literally, I don't know what it is, but, like, I will be paying you back. Like, does that make sense? Like, when people do kind gestures for me, I'm like, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. I don't want to bother you, I'm sorry. That really says a lot about me. But you know what I mean? So I understand why he wouldn't want to do that. Because then, like, part of me would feel, like, obligated to pay it back in the future, you know? Ooh. The Swifties. Damn. I should have expected that to be a long-ass paragraph. Okay. Am I the asshole for not telling my family I'm gay? I'm 16 and I've known I'm gay since I was 12. I haven't told anyone because I don't really want to, and I was kind of scared about their reactions. Last week I got home and my parents started screaming at me saying I'm selfish and disgusting, and I should have told them ages ago instead of making them think I'm straight. They found out because my uncle saw me kissing a guy in an alleyway and he told the whole family because that's a completely normal thing to do, apparently. And now half of them won't talk to me and the other half are blowing up my phone, basically telling me I'm a huge asshole. Bro, that's so fucking sad. My dad said I really upset my mom because she expected me to get married and have kids and I got her and everyone else's hopes up. Am I the asshole? My whole family hates me at the moment and I literally don't know what to do. I've said sorry to all of them, but they're still super angry. What the fuck? Not the asshole at all. It just sounds like your entire family is homophobic, and that is really fucking sad. Also, the fucking uncle ratting you out? Insane. Absolutely crazy. That's so upsetting. You can come out on your own terms and how you fucking want to, and you didn't want to. Someone else did it for you, which is fucking disgusting and violating. I say kill him. Okay, that's a joke. In Minecraft. In Minecraft. In Minecraft. Never in real life. You know? Okay, anyways. I think I'm gonna read a couple more. Yeah, we'll do 3 more. This will be 1, and then we'll do 2 more after. Which I hate how short this is, but on Thursday, I want to hopefully figure out what is wrong with my Minecraft, and then hopefully we'll be able to play there on Thursday. We shall see. Okay. Am I the asshole for having my friends split the whole Airbnb fee instead of the discounted price? A few months ago, I, 25 female, booked an Airbnb for a trip I was taking with my family. Some plans changed and I ended up having to cancel the Airbnb, and instead of giving me a refund, they gave me a $200 credit for my next booking. Anyway, I'm going on a trip with my friends next month and I booked the Airbnb that we'll be staying at. I'm the planner of my friend group, so I usually am the one to always book the places. The entire thing wound up being a little over $600 in total. There are 10 of us going, so I rounded down and asked everyone to pay me back $60 for it. I always send the receipt to them. Some of the people saw that I applied the $200 credit I got, and asked why they had to pay $60 instead of just $40. I explained that the credit wasn't something I got for free. It was actually my money from a previous booking. Some of them are upset and feels like I'm just trying to hustle them out of money, and the others understand my position. Am I the asshole for making them pay for the full amount, even though I had some credit? Oh. I don't think you're the asshole, actually. Like, even though it was credit that made the price of this Airbnb lower, that was your money from the past, so I don't think they're the asshole here. Well, literally, it's still your money. The $200 credit can only be used there, but it's still $200 of your money. Yeah, if it was like a coupon that like you didn't spend any money previously, then I would be like, yeah, that's a bit weird of you, but like, nah. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. Okay, wait, we're not gonna read that one, but the title is crazy. Oh, this one's short. Am I the asshole for expecting my parents to help me buy a house as they had helped my sisters? So I'm the youngest of 4. My parents helped both of my sisters out a lot when they bought houses years ago. They did not help my brother as he was getting a lot of help from his in-laws. I am by far the least successful of my siblings, but I'm buying a much cheaper area and asked for literally a tenth of what they gave my sisters. There's no discussion as to why I'm not getting help, and they get angry when I mention my sisters. They have not helped me financially in the past, so it's not anything like that. Am I the asshole for expecting similar treatment? They could definitely afford it. It would be nothing to them. See, this is difficult because I feel like we don't know the financial situations well enough. But like, if they helped all of your other siblings, except the one who already had help from the in-laws, I feel like I would expect them to help me a little bit too. And if you're saying it would be nothing to them, if they're like incredibly rich and they're not helping you, I'd say you're not the asshole. Interesting. They were buying in a major city where they would never be able to buy a place. I'm in a small town. It's a lot cheaper. That would make... Ooh, okay. So they were helping the sisters because they were going in big cities where things were expensive. See, everyone's asking for info. I feel like... DNA test. I would say you're not the asshole for asking. Not at all. That's actually really interesting, though. I don't know. Because, like, if you're living in a cheap area, I can see why they're like, oh no, he's got this. But also, you should do at least something for him since you did for the other siblings. But I feel like he definitely should have included more information. Oh my god, my next virtual friend. Ooh. Okay. Last one. Am I the asshole? Was I wrong? Like 2 sentences. Was I wrong for confronting my friend over borrowed clothes? I've had something weighing on my mind and need some judgment. Let me give you a little background. My friend Lila and I have this unspoken agreement. We borrow each other's clothes from time to time. It's always been chill and we never had issues until last month. I'll tell how I see it from my perspective. Oh boy. Lila borrowed my brand new dress, still had the tag on it for a date. When she returned it, the tag was off and there were minor stains. I was upset, not just because of the stains, but because she wore a new dress without even asking. I asked her about it and we ended up having a heated argument. She should have at least asked before wearing something brand new, and she should have been more careful or offered to clean/replace it after staining it. From her side of view, I was overreacting about the stains and could be washed off. She also mentioned that she's lent me clothes in the past, which I've returned after a long time, although they were always in the same condition. Now I genuinely feel bad and think I had a reason to be upset. Seeing her perspective, I wonder if I made a mountain out of a molehill. That's an interesting phrase. A mountain out of a molehill? I like that. I fuck with that. The friendship feels strained now, and I've been reflecting on whether confronting her was worth it. So, am I the asshole for confronting my friend over the dress, or you would have done the same? I feel like not the asshole here. Because, like... Okay, I feel like we need a teeny bit more information. Like, when you and Lila borrow each other's clothes, do you always ask first, or do you just randomly take it? Because if you usually ask and she just took it without asking, she's the asshole, you're not the asshole. But if you don't usually ask, I understand why she would take it anyway, but considering it's new, I feel like it would be, like, nice to be like, hey, this is brand new, can I use this one or no? And also, the fact that it was stained, like, after she used it, when she gave it back. But there's another part of that. If the stains can be washed out, it's not as bad. So, I don't know. Who takes someone's brand new dress and wears it, and then returns it stained? She needs to clean it. No, I think... Here's the thing, with this whole borrowing clothes thing, even if it wasn't this, like, let's say she borrowed Lila's jacket, she stained it, she can't get the stains out, she should replace it. I feel like that's a common courtesy. Interesting. Wait, this is a good point. If they could be washed off, why didn't she wash them off? Especially if she stained it. Yeah, I feel like this person is not the asshole. Yeah, wait, I want to know if the stain's washed out, low-key. Because if she's saying the stains could be washed off, she would have done it herself. So maybe she's lying. And maybe they can't be washed off, but she's just saying that as to not anger her. Yeah, I'd say not the asshole, though. Not at all. Okay. Before I head out, though... Hold on. I just want to say, I will be back Thursday. Unless I don't have to make an hour trip again. I don't think I will, though. That was a one-time thing, hopefully. I'm going to try very hard. Oh wait, wrong thing. Sorry about how short this was. I planned on having it be longer, but then again, Minecraft didn't work. So Thursday, we'll be here for a bit longer, I hope. And I will make sure that Minecraft works before anything else. See, I don't know why it started crashing, but it's actually done that a lot, and I really don't know why. But yeah, I'll definitely figure that out by next time, so we don't spend, like, so much fucking time trying to figure out what's wrong. Which I should have done beforehand, so that is my bad. Anyways, who should we raid? Let me go into just chatting. Swords. How the fuck do we do that again? Oh my god. No. Oh, that's so dumb. It's not letting me... See, this is what I hate. In certain categories, when you're like looking at who's like live and stuff, it'll only let you sort from higher, like highest amount of viewers to low. But what if I want to do low to high? I think it just doesn't make sense. Hold on. Is anyone live with Am I the Asshole right now? No. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I might just not then. Which, oh my god, I feel so bad doing that. See, because like all the people I'm following right now, they're like bigger people, and I like rating smaller people, you know? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, okay. I would like to say, I am very sorry for how short this was. Thursday will be longer. I will make sure to test out Minecraft beforehand, and if it's like lagging or crashes, doesn't work, whatever, we'll do like Valorant or something instead. But next time will be much longer. However, I have a very busy day ahead of me, so I do have to go. But thank you for hanging out, guys. You know I always appreciate that. I will see you on Thursday. Have a good day. Goodbye.